This artist shows the rocky planet identified by the rotating Proxima B from the star of the Proxima Centauri. This is a change in the game because the astronomers entered the jackpot. This is their dream. A new chapter of astronomy has been opened. The holy grail of astronomy is the nearest twins similar to the Earth and twice the universe. And now we nailed it. Looking at 4,000 extraterrestrial planets, we finally found the closest planet that is very similar to the Earth. We think this planet is in the residential area of Bingo. Where should you be right? James Webb Space Telescope just showed the clearest image of Proxima B. Proxima B, an Earth-sized planet, rotates the closest star of the solar system and can answer the deepest questions of mankind. The new image captures the mysterious and unprecedented lights on the surface. Can this light show something outside life or the boldest imagination? Let's look at this innovative discovery that can change our understanding of the universe and its location. Imagine this. You are standing outside at night and looking at the stars and understand that something unusual happens in a few years. This is the type of anxiety you eat without sleep. Proxima B track is about 25 trillion miles on our closest star neighbor, Proxima Centauri orbit. In a vast space, this is almost in the neighborhood. And now, thanks to the amazing image of Webb, we see organized and mysterious lights on the surface of the Earth to ignite the world's imagination. Before we explored, it is clear that this lighting can be much more meaningful than someone expected. This lighting is stable, as expected in the star. Random flash or bursts are stable. It's as if the city lights blink in the dark. Can this be evidence of intellectual life? Society like us light nights? Nobody is sure, but one opportunity can make us think. Like the universe waits for us to advocate to see it. Did they always want to notice them and have always been there? The Proxima B track is much smaller and cooler than our sun, and the Earth is much closer to the stars and the sun than the Earth. This is called the Zlatovlasky zone, not too hot and not too cold here, and as we know. But it is also quite blocked, that is, one side always meets the stars, and the other is forever hidden in the darkness. Imagine half of the Earth in a constant daylight, while the other is caught at an endless night. If you have an atmosphere, it can help you balance the situation. But without one, everything is on the one hand, everything is very fast. Thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, scientists can see what's happening in this interesting world. Webb is built for observation in infrared positions, so you can see what you can see in other telescopes. This means that Webb can detect heat emissions. This can even give you a tip on what's happening in the atmosphere on Earth. And this is important. The atmosphere can mean liquid water, and liquid water can mean life. This is not only to find a rocky planet. This is to find a world that can be alive like us. The next step includes much more intelligence using future observation stations such as James Webb Space Telescope and future observation stations, for example, Very Large Telescope, ELT. ELT can explore the distant atmosphere with unprecedented details with great force. Imagine that you can determine the gas that constitutes this atmosphere, regardless of oxygen, metata, or completely unexpected. The discovery of such bio-design will be an innovative achievement. It looks like a huge game where the universe is hidden, and gotcha! Webb observation just started, but it has already struck us. The telescope was found to be bright, and it was composed of light and was structured as the light of the city. Can this light be the proof of advanced civilization? Ideas have been electricized. Of course, we must pay attention to reaching the conclusion. This light can be a natural phenomenon we haven't seen before. Nevertheless, the possibility of intellectual life was very excited. Think about how surprisingly life it will be in a few years. Perhaps they have developed more than us, or perhaps we are curious about the universe. If they exist, they can see us and wonder if there are others. Think that this light can be a beacon for other streetlights, urban rays, or space travelers. This allows us to understand how much we know about our own galaxy, not to mention the universe. The light of Proxima B looks stable and strange, so you carefully look at these planets and conditions and are fascinating. Finding a life in the Zlatovlask area is an interesting view. The powerful infrared vision of Webb can detect heat and discharge to provide detailed pictures of the atmosphere and surface. The presence of methane, water vapor, or carbon dioxide of these gas may indicate a biological process. If we find them, this will be a rather strong hint, not the evidence of the last life. To get more details, Webb or perhaps a very large telescope requires subsequent observation. Proxima B is distinguished from proximity and similarity from the ground. This is about 1.2 times more mass than our Earth. Nevertheless, the planet rotates the stars much closer to the Earth than the Earth rotates in the Sun, resulting in a significant increase in radiation levels. Without a thick atmosphere or a protective magnetic field, it can show serious problems with potential life. But if Proxima B has the same protection as Earth, the possibility is interesting. The universe is vast and full of stars and planets, and each has the potential to change our understanding of life itself. Travel is long, but the destination promises to make every effort. Humanity can be just before the biggest discovery. Finding life in Proxima B is more than a scientific mission. This is a desire for the importance, connection, and understanding of our location in the universe. Each discovery reminds us of our little and how far we have developed. Proxima B is waiting, and for each new image and some of the data, we are approaching his mystery unlocking. Perhaps we know that we are not alone. The universe is patiently kept secrets, and Proxima B is just the beginning. Scientists analyze the data of Proxima B, so more questions are asked than the answer. Can this light be a geological phenomenon like biological light emitting organisms similar to volcanic activity or deep in the sea of the Earth? Or are you using energy to suggest a much more advanced civilization to reveal the world? The next step in this space study is a much more accurate collection of measurements. Future telescopes, such as Very Large Telescope, ELT, and planned observatory NASA smallable boards, can analyze the atmosphere of the Earth with unprecedented details. If they find an unprecedented energy signature that they can't explain, this can be the most obvious evidence we are not alone. On the other hand, researchers take into account the possibility of direct communication. Can you send a signal to Proxima B and see if there is an answer? The idea is interesting but contradictory. Some people argue that warnings of unknown civilizations of our existence can be dangerous, while others believe that this is the only way to confirm reasonable life outside the Earth. Astronomers are interested in other alien planets of nearby systems in addition to Proxima B. If a world shows us too close to us interesting signs, this increases the possibility of residential planets common throughout the galaxy. Can life prosper with our hands? The universe is still a secret, but we are closer to it when we unlock them. Finding alien life continues due to the hope that we can find unclean evidence that we are not alone. The Space Telescope James Webb and the future missions continue to scan the universe, so we can testify the deepest discovery in human history outside the Earth. Until then, we continue to see, continue to doubt and imagine what is outside the star. We will continue to be investigated by the need to answer one of the biggest questions in life. Are we alone? And the answer can be closer than we imagine.